Hi, I'm Mr. Ivy, and in this video we're going to be covering some common classroom expectations for this semester. Everything I'm about to talk about comes from our class syllabus or the department addendum, so make sure you download and have a copy you can follow along with. First off, if you have any kind of learning disability or need special accommodations for my class, make sure to go to the Office of Student Counseling and Disability Services where they can help you draft a letter that explains your accommodation needs. You are responsible for presenting me this letter so that I can work with you in setting up these accommodations so that you can be successful. Now, at any time, if you have an issue with me, with my class, other faculty, or other students, please feel free to seek help. You can come and talk to me after class, or if you don't feel comfortable talking with me, you can talk with our department chair or the Title IX coordinator. Just know, during any of these meetings, your information is kept strictly confidential and never shared with anyone else. For a class that meets twice a week, you're allowed to miss up to 7 classes. However, on the 8th absence, that's an automatic failure for this term. Now, if you're taking one of my online classes, I do not take roll. Instead, if you have excessive non-participation in any of the projects or exercises, that will result in an automatic failure. Now, excused absences can be given if you have circumstances that are outside of your control for missing a class. So what is an excusable absence? Well, these are things like if you're on a varsity team or in band, or if you have another class that's going on a field trip. In these cases, you know ahead of time the days and times that you're going to miss other classes. Simply let me know ahead of time and I can work with you on making up any work that you missed. Sometimes you have things that you don't plan for, like medical or family emergencies. In this case, especially if you're going to see a doctor, make sure to get a doctor's note and let me know that you're okay. You do not have to go into any personal detail about medical or family emergencies, but just let me know that that's the reason why you missed class and I can work with you on making up the work. If you live off campus and you have to drive here or catch a ride with someone and the weather is bad or you otherwise can't get a ride, simply let me know and I can work with you on making up work for that day. All of those are common reasons for having an excusable absence. The main line is if you miss it, then let me know and I can work with you on making up that work. However, there are some inexcusable reasons that I commonly hear every semester. So what's not an excusable reason? Well, if you simply feel bad. If you have a headache or a stomach ache, I'm sorry you're feeling bad. See if you can take some medication and come to class. At best, I can let you go early. If you're really feeling bad, go see a doctor and get a doctor's note. Then it will be excusable. If your family is in town or if you have other work that you have to do, I know it can get very busy and working around your school schedule is a difficult task when you've got other things going on. But you're here to be a student, and so that should be your main priority. Make sure you can plan your job schedule and your personal schedule around the classes that you're taking. Now, if you're upset with me or my class, definitely come and talk to me. Simply not wanting to come to class because you don't like the class is not an excusable reason for missing. I want to be able to make sure you are successful this semester. If you have an unexcusable reason for missing class, then I can't give you extra time to make up the work. That'll simply be on your own time. Now, the department has adopted a 7-point grade scale for all of our work. This means if you want to make an A in the class or on any project, you need to make a 93 to a 100. So what about late work? Every assignment that I give has a definite due date, and most assignments will be due by midnight of their assigned due date, unless I state otherwise. This means that if something is due on a Thursday, then it's due by Thursday at midnight, not Thursday at the end of class. If you turn in work after this due date, I automatically deduct 10 points for each day an assignment is overdue. And work is not accepted 1 week after the due date. It'll be given an automatic 0. This means if something is due on a Tuesday and you turn it in on a Thursday, that's 2 days overdue, and I'll deduct 20 points from your grade. I can give you a grade extension if you have an excusable reason for missing a class. But again, it's on you to work with me and let me know why you missed class. You are also responsible for contacting me in a timely manner about any missing or make-up work. What about cheating? Any willful copying or sharing of your work for the purposes of grading is considered cheating, and it's strictly prohibited. If you are caught, you and the person you're sharing your work with will receive an automatic 0 for that assignment. And the criteria for plagiarism or cheating is left up solely to me. The bottom line is, you are responsible for creating your own work and not copying from another student or from another source. Now, the Mac lab that we're working in is available for any students who are taking a graphic design class. You're going to have card access to our Avon lab. I do allow you to use your own personal computer, but your personal computer is your responsibility. I cannot give you any class time either during, before, or after to help you fix or troubleshoot any problems that you may have with your own personal laptop. Be sure to save your work and to have multiple backups available. Save it not only to your computer, but to an external hard drive or even to a cloud. Having multiple locations will give you the ability to back up any work in case your computer crashes or is otherwise lost. Also, make sure to keep the Mac lab and your work area nice and clean. Having access to the Mac lab is a privilege and not a right, so it can be taken away from you if you misuse our computer lab. Now, a little bit about our art department. Our art department does have some social media pages, and we love to take photographs of you and your artwork. However, if you don't want your photograph taken or included in our social media, simply let me know and it will be removed or not submitted. If you want to be able to learn more about anything we're studying in class, our department has an art-specific library known as the Quinn Library. Additionally, I have other books and resources outside of my office that are specific to graphic design. Also, please understand that the department is not responsible for keeping track of your own personal items. Anything that's lost or stolen is your responsibility for keeping up with. At any time, if you have questions or concerns, there's multiple ways you can reach out to us. We have anonymous comment boxes put all throughout our department. Feel free to fill out a slip and put them into those boxes. We check these boxes frequently and we talk about them during our faculty meetings. The best way to contact me outside of class tends to be email at my email address listed there. And remember, you're responsible for contacting me immediately if there's any problems, questions on the assignments, or anything that we're doing inside or outside of class. Don't wait or hesitate to let me know how I can best help you this semester.